copied the page, basically. Then there's a description. Are you with us? Join our campaign to re-elect Joe Biden today. No, he's not running. Its release was undermined by a simple but telling error. Oh no. The page's source code revealed that parts of the platform were copied directly from Biden's campaign page. Oh no.
She draws from how she was raised, the values that was instilled in her as a young lady.
Oh, that's just going to be the new
steady on
shtick.
her feet, still in her resolve.
Kamala Harris is copying Joe Biden's entire campaign. You see that some experts dove into the source code and they identified what looks like a literal copy of policy, right? We call the Democrats cheaters, copy pasters, really uninteresting people who really have no ideas, much enthusiasm for life. They just kind of regurgitate whatever the government tells them to do. So Kamala's like, oh crap, we need some policies. Anybody know where to get one? Yeah, Joe Biden. Oh yeah, that guy. That guy we cooed? Oh yeah. We didn't like him, but we liked his communist policy. So yeah, sure, we'll just copy those. And so as you can see, Team Harris, they write, literally copied the code from Joe Biden's team, right? It had his name in the source code. So they went over to his website, copied the whole thing, went over into WordPress or whatever, and then copy and pasted it right on top, right? And you can see it here, the thumbnail URLs, kamalaharris.com. Yeah, it's a WordPress site, WP content uploads. And then together we can finish the job for the American people. So the description in here, they just copied the page basically. Then there's a description. Are you with us? Join our campaign to re-elect Joe Biden today. No, he's not running. You guys cooed him out the window. So no, it didn't work out. So they just copied it, right? She's an empty suit. So who knows what she's going to be saying tonight. And they were upset about this. So this is a website called New Republic. They said, Kamala can't keep doing this. Okay, you're embarrassing us. We need some policies. So they published a poll earlier this week. We talked about it yesterday. And the polls are looking like Trump is pulling ahead, saying that Kamala is not doing a good job of distinguishing herself. But the campaign strategy was to ride the good vibes and the hystericism and the joy. But the campaign is now realizing this is a problem. They finally added an issues website. It includes a slew of policies that the campaign has previously outlined. Unfortunately for Harris, its release was undermined by a simple but telling error. Oh no. The page's source code revealed that parts of the platform were copied directly from Biden's campaign page. Oh no. Now this is bad news because 60% of voters want a major change from Biden. She is not. She works for him as his vice president. And so that makes sense because, you know, she's vice president. And how are they going to make that change? So she's got her work cut out for her today. And you see how Fox News was reporting this copy and paste theft. Joe Biden's a plagiarist, so why not Kamala? And plagiarism's in right now, man. I mean, they're doing it all over Harvard too.
A new chapter. That might be an empty promise, though, based on a look at the Harris campaign's new issues page on their website, because the New Republic decoded some of the computer coding on it and determined that large chunks of the Harris issue platform are just direct copy pastes from the Biden issues page.
Just pathetic because they have no real ideas. All right, so Christie is now live. He's over on with ABC. Let's see what he has to say.
Well, certainly he's not saying that publicly in any way. And I can tell you that in 2016, he would regularly say during the many debate prep sessions that we had with him that Hillary Clinton was smart, that she was a good debater, that she was not to be taken lightly. And I don't think there was ever a moment in 2016 where he took her lightly.
Yeah.
I do think he took Joe Biden lightly in 2020. And clearly during the prep sessions that I had with him, it was very, very difficult to get him to focus on what Joe Biden might or might not do in that first debate. And I think his performance in part reflected that. So the question's going to be, is what he's saying publicly what he really believes? We know that often with Donald Trump, that's performance. But I will tell you that in his 2016 prep,
he's got a whole
he
record.
Was serious about getting ready for
4
Hillary
years.
Clinton. In his 2020 debate prep, he was completely unserious about getting ready for Joe Biden. I think performances in both those debates reflected that approach.
All right, Christie, you'll be watching with us. Martha?
And we have about 6 minutes left before the debate.
All right,
let's
and then
bring
who's
in
coming
Donna
on?
Brazile, formerly of the DNC, and Reince Priebus.
Oh, Donna! She gave the questions to Hillary that time, right?
Let's start with you. You have said that Kamala Harris has to own the future, but she also has to own the past. So how does she do this?
Yeah, she did. She admitted she gave the questions to Hillary.
Because I do believe that in talking about the future, you draw from your past. You draw from your past experiences. She draws from how she was raised, the values that was instilled in her as a young lady.
Oh, that's just going to be the new
steady on
shtick.
her feet, still in her resolve. And tonight she should talk to the American people, sit in their living rooms, go to their kitchen table and say, look, I have some ideas that I want to share with you. There's so much that we have done together over the last 4 years. But here's what I think we can do together over the next 4 years. Be positive in her approach and really remind the American people people that we don't want to go back to the chaos and the confusion, the disaster that made, of course, the
You mean,
American people go out in
no
droves
wars
in
and a secure
2020
border
to
and a
fire
sound
the
dollar?
former president.
Yeah, we want to
Say,
go back to
I want
that.
to be a president that
We want
leads
better
all
than that.
Americans. I want to keep us strong and secure. And here's the plan that I want to share with you tonight.
All right, so I just looked it up. Donna Brazile confirms, finally admitted she used her former position as a CNN commentator to relay questions ahead of the debates to Hillary during the primary. For months, she avoided confirmation of that. Then in October, for months, but in a new essay for Time, she said it was true. In October, many things I did in my role, but I did share potential town hall topics with the Clinton campaign. She said she was remorseful. My job was to make all candidates look good, but sending those emails was a mistake I will forever regret. Isn't that nice? So, of course, she's a cheater, and they are bringing her back on ABC News.